Right now, we're going to show you, we're going to go to this story about former President Donald Trump. A lot of focus right now on his Florida estate in Mar-a-Lago, as we are all waiting to see if and when he will be arrested. In the meantime, New York City continues to ramp up security measures as protesters continue to show up outside a New York courthouse. A grand jury is weighing whether to indict Trump on charges related to alleged hush money paid to adult film star Stormy Daniels. And the grand jury is expected to hear from a final witness tomorrow. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has been asked by House Republicans to hand over any documents related to this case.
I think in your heart of hearts, you know, too, that you think this is just political. And I think that's what the rest of the country thinks, and we're kind of tired of that.
So if the grand jury does vote to indict former President Trump, an arraignment would not be expected until days later. Well, in tonight's Making the Case, attorney, former judge, and police officer Charles Adams is talking with us about the chances that Trump will be indicted and the charges being up to a felony.
So if this was merely the failure to appropriately identify an expense on a state income tax return, right? If this was merely that he called a legal expense, really the payment of the hush money or a settlement with Stormy Daniels, that's a misdemeanor. Where it might become a felony is if it is somehow money laundering, which is an incredible stretch, or if it's some sort of felonious campaign finance violation. But that really doesn't seem to be the case. And everyone's saying, well, if he gets indicted, the truth is that a district attorney in almost any city in any state in this country can get whatever indictment he or she wants, right? You can indict a ham sandwich, is a famous phrase you're taught in law school. I still strongly disagree with this indictment, and I think it's absolutely wrong and purely politically driven. But I think that if he wants to proceed with it, he will. And I think he's got a very good chance in that venue of being victorious, even though it doesn't really mesh, or the law doesn't really support this prosecution.